Solo coach syndrome. Now, this is a name that I've made up, but in this episode, I want to talk to the coach who believes that no one else can do it as good as them. You've got 40, 50, 60 clients, and in your mind, you're thinking, I'm just going to keep taking more and more and more on. I want to talk to you because I know that you believe no one can do it better than you. But I've been doing this 25 years. There probably isn't anybody else really in the industry that not only has got my experience, but has coached as many clients at this time and grown the business in multiple different directions, whether it's personal training, whether it's owning my gym, whether it's teaching and educating. I know what it's like to handle a high volume of clients. But I also know when enough's enough because I know what I wanted to achieve and I know what you want to achieve too. Now, I'll never forget the moment that I was working with 45 hours of personal training a week. And I went to a seminar with Charles Poliquin and the late Charles Poliquin. I urge you to look at some of his work if you don't know who he is. The strength coach that changed my whole coaching career. But I sat down for a consult with him, as I did at the end of most of his seminars. And I said, Charles, I've got a point where I can't take on any more people. And he said, well, we need to look at raising your prices. And since the last time I spoke to him, I said, well, I have. Well, we need to raise again. And I was like, okay, cool, that's one. But what's next? You see, he then said to me, Mark, the next thing you need is you need to have people alongside you, working alongside you. And I said, but no one can do it like me. And some of the things I'm going to share with you today, Charles taught me, but some of these were actually inside of me and guiding me because I didn't ask Charles what I should do if I was certain that I'm just going to keep training larger and larger number of people. Inside of me was impact. I've spent many, many years studying what I study. My skill now as an entrepreneur is, and one of my personal development coaches asked me years ago, like, Mark, why do you not train as many clients anymore? And I thought it was a challenge on me. And in all fairness, what she was asking me was, why have you grown or built this team? And she said, it's because you've decided to scale the influence it got. Now, a lot of the coaches that have got a lot of clients have never really thought, what am I building long term? Most coaches don't have a long-term vision. And if it's to just keep working with loads and loads of clients, you're going to run into some sticky waters further down the line, much of which I'll share in a second. But the first thing I'm going to tell you is the more clients that you work with as a solo coach, the sooner you will get in a bottleneck where even if you did want to scale, you would not have the time. And you get into the solo coach syndrome stuck position. You cannot scale it when you're flat out. The type of coach I'm talking to delivers unbelievably deep check-in. And when you get to 70 to 80 clients, most of your week is spent on WhatsApp. You're not an efficient business owner. You're a great coach. You can't scale one-to-one beyond what you're doing or the level that you're trying to get to. Trust me when I tell you this, you will reach a point where replying to WhatsApp every single day becomes extremely unfulfilling. Some of you watching this video right now may have to go through the pain to learn the lesson. I've done it many, many times. I've got great friends of mine that will message me and say, do you know what? I can't believe that I coached 80 to 100 clients. But now I'm not coaching anywhere near the amount and I've got a team. What the hell was I thinking? Some of you watching this will have to go through that and realize that when you get to that sticking point, you're not enjoying it, you're exhausted, and you could have made a change in your model way sooner. So the first thing is you cannot scale one-to-one. It just cannot go any further beyond the capacity of hours that you've got. You end up being 10x busier than most PTs with no time sat at your laptop or your phone. Number two, I believe, and one of the 7 core areas that I focus on in my life is my authority and impact. As human beings, we crave impact. We crave more and purpose. Is your purpose to help more people? Because if it's to help more people, then teaching becomes part of what you do. If it's to get to 45 to 50 clients, to literally just live the life that you're living and do what you're doing, good on you, right? But most coaches come to me and say, Mark, I have the goal of impact. I'm like, great. Don't allow yourself to get to 60, 70, 80 clients on your own if the goal is impact. If it's impact 80 people, good on you. But when you have a clear purpose and a vision, it's your responsibility to scale what you know, and help more people. And with that, if you are a smart coach and a knowledgeable coach, you think that you're scaling your influence by training more and more people. I scale my influence by training my team. So I have my performance coaching team that are looking after well over 150, 200 coaching clients in our build program. And when we train our team, they become better at training those people. And when they train those people get better results and they stay with us long term. I get an opportunity to teach what I know. And here's the thing. When I was coaching fat loss, bodybuilding, physique development, and we started our education program teaching the science and theory of coaching, I was able to teach what I know, but to 100 coaches. Those 100 coaches had 25, 30 PT sessions. So I was working and mentoring, like I was helping 3,000 people with their clients. So rather, if in a room I had 100 people, but it was like 3,000 people because the influence that they had. So solo coach syndrome doesn't get you to be able to get to any point in your life where you're influencing more people and then teaching those beneath you. It's like being a parent. Nothing gives me more pride than with my son now is looking at my influence and behavior and identity around him and now having the responsibility to help him to become next in our family's lineage. So whenever I have my team, I'm trying to help my team be their own character, but a version of me that's scaling to more people to help more people. That is key. 3, now you may be making good money, 60, 70, 80 clients. You may be making great money, but you deserve more for your life. You deserve more. There is not a coach that I've worked with that hasn't had high numbers of clients and is just bottlenecked and stuck. They can't see a way out. Look, I've been doing this for 25 years. I've been business coaching for over a decade. I've seen this with my own eyes. How many coaches get stuck? You deserve to get paid more. You deserve to have more time. You deserve to have a better structured business. So the first thing I'll say on this point is that you should set your business up in a way that it pays you well, it enables you to scale, gives you time, but also enables you to work with the best people. Because I'm going to stop the video just for 2 seconds because I've got a free gift for you. Now, I created a 5-part mini series called the Online Coach Income Accelerator. And in this video series, I teach you the incredible opportunities that lie ahead for online fitness coaches today. I then talk to you about how to attract, engage, and market to your dream customers. Now, when you have these dream prospects in sight, I then teach you how to land the high-paying clients. Now, to download this, to get immediate access, all you need to do is to click the link in the bio and you'll receive immediate access as soon as you submit your details. I'll see you there. Number 5 is when you're working with a high volume of clients, you do not work with the best clients. There has not been a coach who's doing over 60 to 70 clients who has ever said to me that more than 20% of the clients they're working with are their dream clients, which means 80% of the people you do check-ins with, you can't be asked. So don't lie to me and say that you're not doing it for the money. Because if you weren't, you'd just do it with 20 clients, 20 high-performing clients. So you're not doing it because you're not doing it for the good of God. You're doing it because you want to make the money. So if you want to make the money, then there's a better scalable model. Now, if you are a great coach and you care about your clients, if you scale that number and you've got 80% of the clients aren't following, not only do you deliver a poor level of service, but you're spending all of your time not in your zone of genius, in your 80% of your time out of your zone of genius, working with people that aren't committed. Now, because you're a good coach, let me tell you something. Myself and my team spent 1.5 years in our coaching concierge program working with coaches coming into our program that didn't want to put content out, hadn't got confidence, and weren't ready to be able to sell at the price point that they want. Guess what happened? My team got unfulfilled, I got unfulfilled until we realigned ourselves. So I will tell you this right now. If you're at 40 clients right now, 80 becomes a nightmare. You're working with the wrong type of people, the wrong type of goals, you're unfulfilled, and you're not working with the type of people that want the level of results. They'll pay you, but you end up with an absolute chock-a-block diary of people that aren't your ideal client. Then you lead to more unfulfillment, and you then question why you're working with so many clients. Now, this is called solo coach syndrome. You will either go through it or you'll wipe the band-aid off and say, I need some help. I've been structuring scaling businesses for over a decade. I've scaled my own. My team helped me scale many coaches all over the world. You need clearer identity because when you're in solo coach syndrome, you're stuck in the identity of coach. But if you want to make impact, be an entrepreneur and scale your influence, you will fix your identity to somebody that's actually going to make an impact in the world. You will develop leadership skills so that you can teach and influence other people, and you'll develop financial maturity by actually structuring your business up so it pays you the right way with more time for you. Now, if you want help out of solo coach syndrome, all you need to do is click the link in the description. But if you want to speak to me personally, just send me a DM on Instagram. Just say, Mark, scale, could I have 5 minutes conversation with you? I'll arrange a quick call with you. We'll talk about where you are right now, how we can get out of solo coach syndrome, and how we can scale your business with more influence influence, with a clearer identity aligned with the right business you want to build, with clarity, systems, and ultimately financial stability. For now, take care and make sure you subscribe, and I'll